monitoring team member, as you can see, is moving down from into exit of personnel, will be going inside the hot zone. The technical team members carrying the amount of radiation monitor and tally rad. It's a long-range detecting device which can be extended up to around 4 meters, thus giving exposure radiation limitation to 16 times. Now casualties been reported in both zone. There's 1 line casualty and 2 can walk. Now meanwhile the whole site is being set up in bomb zone. The whole site is divided into 3 zones. That is cold zone, which is fully free of contamination. Bomb zone basically used for setting up of site. And hot zone is fully contaminated area, which is basically used by CBRN QRT personnel. You can hear the sound of live cobalt radioactive elements. Radiation at ground zero being reported 10 login per hour. We can see it's a live radioactive element cobalt 60. Now the support team members are evacuating the casualties. We can see they are using a stretcher and full casualty bag and removing the casualty based on the price. Price is basically on priority basis. Being used as a red band, that is priority 1, casualty severely injured. All members we can see who are exiting out of hot zone are waiting in Kuwa, that stands to my right hand side, contaminated unit waiting area for further instructions of the incident commander. The casualty is being wrapped in full casualty bag. Meanwhile, to my left hand side you can see the bomb zone. The decontamination team members have set up 9 points for personal decontamination and 6 points for vehicle and equipment decontamination at the con site. Now casualty is being evacuated by the support team members. They will be using sulfuric. It is containing Pulsar, a good decontaminant. Now the casualty is being moved out. Monitoring team member noting down the exiting time of personnel who are moving out of the hot zone. And the support team members will be handing over the casualty to first aid post, which is manned by QRT, from where the normal casualties are being handed to NDC, Normal Decontamination Center. Now we can see the monitoring team members have moved inside the hot zone. They are using a lead container and a tong for sample collection of the radioactive element. This is a live cobalt 60 source. Now he is using a tong and he will be placing it in the lead container. So let's give a good shielding, as radioactive element is basically giving protection against distance, time and shielding. So shielding is one of the important method that is to be considered, and it is a radioactive element, so distance needs to be maintained and very precisely it is need to be contained in a container, and that container is being a lead container. Meanwhile, the decontamination team members have also set up the whole site. Now the source is being contained in a lead container. It's a very small source, so very precisely it needs to be contained. Now he has contained the lead container, and the monitoring team members are moving out towards the ECP, that is evidence collection post, where the sample is being contained. Once the sample has been removed and radioactive element source has been moved out, on instructions of the incident commander, the decontamination team member have moved inside. They will be earthing out the area using spade shovels. For smaller areas, even we use a apparatus that is being used by 2 personnel. We can see that is portable decontamination apparatus. It's a sample code shown that is basically used during chemical contamination. For larger areas, we use JCBs, MDS, that is mobile decontamination station. They are brushing out the area using portable decontamination apparatus. Now it is assumed in this drill that the area has been decontaminated, but since it is a radioactive element, the area cannot be left unattended. So on instructions of the incident commander, again the area is to be rechecked for residual contamination, and detection team member, you can see again they have moved inside. They follow a technique that is known as bounce and bypass technique that covers 360-degree areas. Now residual contamination is being detected by the instrument radborne, 0.001 milliroentgen per hour. It's negligible, but since it's radiation, it cannot be ignored. No hotspots has been found. He has folded the tally rag. Now both the detection team members are using supple pick, moving out and are waiting in contaminated unit waiting area. Now once the area has been decontaminated, the residual contamination has been checked, they are moving through 9 points personal decontamination. There are various 9 steps at a distance of 10 meters each. Now we can see the first team members as is being now at point 7. And last point is the reissue point where it is considered that the individual is fully decontaminated after the operation and he stands in DUDA, that is decontamination unit dispersal area, where it is assumed that the individual can be reissued with a fresh individual protective equipment suit for further operation. Now all team members have undergone the 9 points, personal decontamination, and are waiting in decontamination unit dispersal area. Since it's a radioactive element source, the area cannot be left unattended. Meanwhile, one of the team members from monitoring team will be waiting unless and until the team from outer agencies like BAFIN arrives. So we have come up to the end of the drill, sir. Thank you for your kind attention.